Are you passionate about your job? My mother used to always say if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. I have spent half my life working in many different industries and have certainly enjoyed aspects. But I don't jump out of bed excited for the working day. So my question, are you passionate about your job? What is it? How long have you done it, and does it afford your lifestyle? Thanks, a begrudged employee. I'm passionate about not being homeless and starving. I'm a VFX artist on top global movies and top-end TV. No, I am not passionate. I was at uni. We all were. Reality has ground me down though. I logged in for the money. After 13 years, I'm not really interested in what project I'm working on, even if the world's talking about it. Healthcare. I was passionate about it for about 10 years, then burnout happened. Only then I realized fully was just a number, and healthcare professionals are underpaid and underappreciated. No amount of passion is worth the shift work, abuse, feeling undervalued. Being responsible for human life daily but being told you aren't worth better staffing ratios or pay tends to dampen the passion. Took me almost 30 years of working different jobs I hated to just collect a check. Finally figured out what made me happy, went to TAFE and retrained and landed a dream job. Spend my day doing what I love, being in nature and working with like-minded people. I used to work in international development, which is supposed to be a passion career, but one I spent absolutely hating, waking up in the morning to put on the performance. I retrained in medical imaging, aka radiography, whereby I go into work every day, doing more good than harm overall, get paid all right and go home on time with mental energy intact. It's pretty good. I like the people I work with. We all like hating our jobs. I'm passionate about helping people through a shitty time, but there are things at my job that make me hate it. I could find something else, but this uses all my skill set, and the clients who tell me that they appreciate what I do for them make it worth it. I work in insurance, it's all glitz and glamour. I turn every day at work into a game or challenge for myself. Maybe it's being more productive than a smug colleague. Maybe it's incorporate song lyrics into conversations. Maybe it's a well-crafted meme in the group chat. It's the extracirculars of the work life that make work fun and something I'm passionate about. I love my job. If I won Powerball, I would keep doing my job. I'd be way more selective about how much work I did and who I did it for, but I would love to keep doing it in some way. I'm just really tired of this rat race. I don't think that saying necessarily holds true. One can both be passionate yet lament what they do, particularly if the hours are long. I'm in investments and really enjoy the challenge, have been in the industry a half-decade, and it certainly offers more wealth than I know what to do with. That said, I'm currently holidaying in Japan and waking up early, staying up late to wrap up some additional work. I would say I enjoy what I do, but am certainly working as opposed to feeling like it's effortless. I love my industry, but the jobs are mediocre, even the good ones, and I'm basically at the top of the pay scale without moving into any kind of middle management role, totally obliterating the work I actually like to do. I work because I have to, but the absolute dream would be to spend days with my son and husband, doing projects around our house and spending time in the garden with them. I do enjoy my job, but HR and middle management seem to actively want to make it terrible. And I can't imagine any reason besides people who work here enjoy their job. Stop them, all work must be miserable. With stronger unions, these people would be removed, as it's the will of the workers. Not sure about passion or love, but I definitely enjoyed most of my job. Not every task or every day, but most of the time. If it's a job you are passionate about, be prepared to be underpaid and work longer hours. LOL, no. Just no. But my pampered bottom has become used to a certain way of living, and I have net wealth targets that I need to hit. Technical software sales, roughly 20 years in the vertical, a dozen or so selling it. I would like to be more passionate, but the nature of job just burns me out too much. Been doing for 4 years now, but it really takes a toll on my mental health. I'm a social worker, NDIS support coordinator, by the way. I've switched careers a couple of times. I get some personal satisfaction out of working, but I wouldn't say I love it. It's money. I tried making a career out of something I loved once and I just ended up killing what I liked about it. Work is work. No, I hate it. I wake up nauseous every morning and dread getting up and getting ready for another day of BS. My only passion is money. Come to work, finish my tasks, bring back the money and I'm happy. Whenever I feel burnout, I think about the money I'm going to make to heal myself. I work in project management and I am not all that passionate about my job. However, the project I'm on is interesting and the pay is good. I've also been in the industry for coming up to 6 years now. I can also see both career and wage growth in my immediate future, which helps. Due to the nature of my work, my boss is directly invested in me earning more money, because it means that they earn more money. No. I used to be, but the industry wore me down. Healthcare. But I love travel, my hobbies, and being able to afford my house and my job funds, all three. So my goal is to work as little as possible while still working enough to fund my lifestyle. I'm passionate about this goal. I'm passionate about money and not being poor. This is a lot of passion. I used to have a job like this. I think they're quite rare. Nope. I'm pretty close to quitting and going on Centrelink TBH. I'm passionate about doing the best I can at my job within my working hours and within the scope of my influence, but I am not passionate about it in the sense that it fulfills my life purpose or anything. I would say I am neither passionate nor dispassionate about my job, and it exists in my life so I can receive currency to use for other aspects of my life that I am passionate about. You aren't passionate about something unless you would gladly do it for free, and when you find that something you then have to monetize it, then you have to deal with the idiots who are willing to pay for it, but only if they get to ruin it first, and then you hate the things that have changed about it and then you lose your passion for it. I love software dev. I had an amazing time doing cool software-y things growing up. I hate that my job is just doing a million different forms of CRUD operations. Every job has many shitty aspects that have to be done. That's life. I'm passionate about getting the job done efficiently enough that I can go home on time. Any more than that and pay me more for my passion. Yes, but I've always been a freelancer and small business owner, so it's different. But I get excited most days to be at work. It's a spectrum, ranging from excitedly jumping out of bed to get to work vs a paralyzing dread about getting out of bed each morning as the work week progresses. Doesn't sound like you're on the latter extreme, so maybe focus on a happy middle ground as close as possible to the former end. I'm a librarian and I thoroughly enjoy the work I do, but I still work. Am I jumping out of bed in the morning to rush to work? No, but I am a lot happier than I was in some of my other jobs. Nope. I work so I can fund my drug of choice, mountain biking. I was passionate about mechanical engineering at uni, but I was concerned about the job market in mech after graduating, so ended up graduating with a civil structural major. Civil is not a field that embraces passion or innovation. It just feels like you are applying standards and codes to compliance, then producing documentation that the contractor builds mostly his way. You're just there to tick boxes. I was keen on a D in mech, working for a tech company like Dyson. I don't know, maybe I would have been happier. Work is work. My job is bearable. I wouldn't be here if I didn't need to be. Nope. I would like to have a job that's fulfilling, but I don't want to be poor. So slaving away at my desk job doing a bunch of busy work that means nothing in the scheme of things it is. Call out to all the Kool-Aid drinkers, haha. I work in healthcare. Being involved in making people's lives better gives me a sense of fulfillment. So does being skilled in my job. I don't like the pay, management, or the majority of my co-workers. I'm passionate about making an income to survive. I was, then I got burnt out, now I just a thing I do to not die from starvation.